Hey y'all, it's KJam. I know I've owed you this review for about 2 weeks now, so I'm just gonna hurry up and try to get it out, and then slowly in the next couple of days I will try to do all the Merry Thanksgiving weekend movies between Miracles of Christmas, Countdown to Christmas. I watched them all, so that's not the issue. I'm not at 100% today, I'm not even at 50%, but I do want to give you guys at least one review. Okay, To Have Into Holiday is starring Madeline Author and Robert Bazzucci. Basically, they play Celeste and Jason, a young couple that's only been dating for 3 months. And Jason decides he's going to go with Celeste to spend Christmas with her family. And because they just don't want to be apart. Don't y'all love the honeymoon phase when it is the beginning and you are like, yes? Versus sometimes when you're years in dating a person or married to the person and you rolling over and you're like, man, it's him again. So enjoy that, honeymoon phase. Anyway, so Jason decides he's going to go with her. They're going to meet her family. Now, her mom is a mayor. Her dad is a pastor, Pastor Mark. Now, when they roll up, Pastor Mark lets Celeste and Jason know that the church is going to be renovated. So therefore, there's going to be changes. Celeste is immediately disappointed because she says she wants to get married in that church. So immediately Jason steps up and he's like, babe, if you want to get married in that church, we're going to get married in that church right away, okay? And so Jason proposes. He says he knows she's the one. When you know, you know. By the way, I hate that phrase, but okay. So, they decide that they're gonna get married over the Christmas holiday. So they're trying to put together a wedding very quickly. But Pastor Mark always has like a couples boot camp or a marriage boot camp that all couples have to go through before he will marry them. He's not ready for his baby girl to get married, and so he's going to do everything he can to stop this. He's like, it's just been 3 months. Like, this is not going to work for me. Now, this is where my review gets a little ignorant. I grew up in the Catholic Church, right? I have a childhood church that is absolutely stunning. The architecture is amazing. If you're going to speed up a wedding just because you want to get married in a church, baby, it can't look like something that we would just have like a regular smegular potluck in. I was thinking it was going to be something spectacular. So my first thought to Hallmark is, did an atheist put this together and choose the location? Okay, because I've been to some Baptist churches and I have friends of all different faiths, different denominations and all that. And I've been to so many, visiting up and down from the Northeast to the Southeast and whatnot. And I'm like, they literally could have made this church beautiful. So you would understand why she wants to get married there before it's renovated. Baby, it needs the renovations. I couldn't understand it. And I know that that's offensive. And I know some people watching this review are going to say they come from a very humble church. It's not about what the church looks like. But yes, Hallmark made it that it's about what the church looks like. Because the whole reason they're getting married is to get married in this church before it got renovated. They made it part of it. So therefore, you're looking for something spectacular, like stained windows. You're looking for something amazing. And instead, I was just looking at it when she walked in. And I was like, where the potluck at? Where is the potluck? That's how I really felt about it. I said, what the? Okay, next thing, for Jason to be able to step up, buy an amazing engagement ring on the fly, and tell his honey that like they get married this Christmas, he got money. And like real money is when, because I grew up with a lot, I don't come from money, but I grew up with a lot of millionaires. Like I went to high school with a lot of people who their families were millionaires and such. People with a lot of money don't like to talk about money. But when I saw that engagement ring and that we doing this on the fly, I knew he came from money. Plus, when you saw his original apartment at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, this boy got money. Anyway, it's 3 months. Pastor Mark puts them through this crazy accelerated boot camp. Her mom, the mayor, is kind of pissed off because she's like, now, you know what was done to us. Her family didn't agree with her marrying Pastor Mark. So they had to go down to City Hall and get married. Now, I'm not gonna knock it, but I've always had an issue going down to some place where the prisoners be too and get married. So I don't care if it was a little backyard something. I don't care if it was at Golden Corral, because sometimes that buffet be slamming. But I could not have done it at City Hall. I am not a wedding person, and if I was, I would want a really small wedding, 50 people or less, and I'd want to be by the water because I'm an island girl. But I don't want to be at nobody's City Hall. I don't care how desperate we are. I know that works for some couples. Go ahead with your courthouse marriage. And I would like to sprinkle in some Jesus if I could. My home church is absolutely stunning. Shout out to St. Cecilia's in Englewood, New Jersey. My childhood pastor still is a visiting pastor there, okay? My childhood priest, I should say. Sorry, so shout out to, Father Joe O'Brien, okay? All right, I'm still standing. I had a wonderful experience in the church. Not everybody does. I had a wonderful experience. I loved my childhood church. I loved growing up in it. I love becoming who I am with it. My faith is still intact, even though it's had moments that it's been shaken, but that's not what this is about. Let's go on. So anyway, now Pastor Mark is putting them through all of this stuff, and I just was like, I can't believe this. And he's literally doing this because he doesn't want them to get married. Now, I'm a daddy's girl. I'm going to tell you, it's not that hard for daddies to let go of their little girls, especially if that's your only child or your only little girl. Okay, so Jason was going to be on an uphill thing. He's trying everything to get Pastor Mark to like him. And I think at this point, what I really would do is just be myself. As they go through the boot camp, some things they fail, some things they do with flying colors because they're in the honeymoon phase. So everything is so cute. We talk about everything. We talk about what we ate last night. We talked about how we had a glass of wine, and because you weren't there, the wine wasn't as fulfilling. Baby, I've only had one true honeymoon phase with who I like to call my baby father, aka the X Factor, and that was it. I have never, even growing up, had a honeymoon phase, and I miss that time period. I miss it so much because right now we're at the see you when I see you stage. I don't really know. Anyway, they go through and through and through, and finally Pastor Mark realizes Jason does love Celeste. He eases up and he does decide to marry them. But the daggone church gets flooded, like the roof or something came through because it needed a renovation. And so I'm out here and I'm like, this is surreal. The whole point of doing this Speedy Gonzalez wedding is to basically get married in this church. But instead they go over to like what looks like the country club, and it's a beautiful setting. And it was a beautiful wedding. Now I'm giving To Have and To Holiday a 6 out of 10. I don't think it was better than Christmas with the Sings, which their thing was like an Indian engagement party. I think that had the cultural aspect, and that really helped learning about Indian traditions. I think this is something, if you got time, you can tune into. Not one of my favorites. I got through it. The couple got married, and they didn't have to get married at some place where it looked like it was a damn potluck, okay? It's KJM. I just finished my review for To Have and To Holiday. Once again, giving it a 6 out of 10. Did y'all watch? If you did watch, how did you feel about it? And I hope I did not disrespect anyone's place of worship. Your place of worship can be anywhere you want it to be. But I did grow up in this beautiful church, right? So if I'm speeding up a wedding, it's going to be something that looks like it could be in history books. The architecture is going to be like Spain's churches, right? It's going to be amazing. This was Potluck City. Anyway, I'm out. I love you guys. Bye.